How should you react to that? He did his best as the president of Nigeria. How do you react?
He said he did his best. He didn't say he's the best. That's what all of them always say, that they did their best. But their best is not good enough. That's why we are where we are today. Yeah. Question number 2.
How do you react to the Inspector General of Police 16 months timeline to implement state police?
Is the timeline going to involve how they will pay the policemen, how they will equip them and properly train them, or is this another political decision which goes nowhere? The problem with these people is that you should ask them, how are they managing the police that is in existence? How can people who are mismanaging an existing police force be entrusted to create a new police force across the states? That's the question we should ask them. They don't have the capacity to do any of these things because the police force that they are supposed to be managing is is the worst in the world. So if they want to replicate it in the states, you can't get anything different. But what I'm hearing is that most of the policemen that are going to be in the state police force are the same that are at the federal now. And I don't think anybody is praying for some of those beasts to be replicated across the country, especially with all these irresponsible and repressive governors who will now be their chief security officers, directing them to kill and destroy people who might be opposed to them, or rigging election, or carrying out various acts and atrocities against Nigerians at the state level, which they're already doing anyways. It's terrible that a country like Turkey will have to come and establish a military base in Nigeria. One of the first struggles Nigerians fought in the 60s was the Anglo Defense Pact. That's what brought out some of the Nigerian students who are activists today. The British government the United Kingdom wanted to establish a defense pact with Nigeria, and they resisted it. So we should all resist any form of foreign entity coming to Nigeria to establish a base. It should be resisted with every ounce of energy in our body, whether it's America, Turkey, the British, anybody. If we can't defend ourselves, then we should go and sell this country on Temu. And I'm glad they finally agreed to do that after prolonging their detention, which was improper and illegal. So let them bring out the evidence in the open court. This is the appropriate forum to try anybody who's engaged in treason, not any military court martial. And I can guarantee you that when they get here, you'll find a different situation with regards to the evidence they claim to have.
So the NCC and the CBN are sealed a deal to tackle self-enabling fraud. What do you have to say about that?
I'm more interested in fighting MTN, Airtel, Glo, and all these data thieves, yes, that are stealing our data. Did you guys realize that suddenly there's some improvement in the last few days?
Yes, I noticed.
But don't think you can fool us. Yes. We are still coming after you. MTN is on top of it. We are going to occupy all your offices in the next 2 weeks. You must restore the services we pay for now and let whatever other subscribers in telcos across the world are enjoying must be extended to Nigerians. If you buy data and it says unlimited, it should be unlimited. If you say it's monthly, it should last a month. Yes. How can you buy data and you say it's monthly 250 gig and it finishes in 3 days?
3 days.
And when the 3 days become a month? That's what we are fighting against. And we're going to fight you. We're going to fight those people at the NCC, the National Communication Corps, who are in your back pocket, who are helping you to cheat Nigerians. What kind of nonsense is that? And these guys take billions out of Nigeria on a monthly basis from subscribers. There are over 100 million Nigerians who subscribe to these thieves, and we don't get anything in return for it. And now, data is life. That is even how they advertise their data. But they are after your life.
The data is after our lives.
Yes.
So lastly, sir, pray to individuals and protested against the military and tell them to leave their state for sharing terrorists.
The military that is integrating terrorists into its organogram is a terrorist military. That is the reason why when somebody asked me last week, when am I going to visit Plateau? I said, how many times can you visit Plateau? You finish the visit, they'll kill again. You go back, they'll kill again. You go back. The solution is to get rid of the commander-in-chief of the armed forces who is not protecting you. Make him a one-term president as a lesson for his failure in the security sector. Appoint, elect those who are capable. Elect Sowore, and you, in 1 week, I promise you, all these terrorists will be on the run. Because the terrorists that you see in the bush are not the real terrorists. The real terrorists are in this Abuja and this Federal Ministry of Justice where Malami used to be. Malami used to be one of the people who enabled terrorists. He's the one who took money from terrorists whose names were sent from Dubai and helped them to get their money back that was frozen in America. Malami. So these are the real terrorists. The moment you get rid of them, you cut off the life supply of the terrorists. Terrorism will reduce. And you get police to be doing police work instead of arresting people for evaluating bad bread. Can you imagine that the police force is still arresting people for reviewing bread? And this is supposed to be the new IGP that everybody said knows what he's doing. We have to go and bail somebody out for reviewing bread. I bailed somebody out in Ondo State last week for reviewing turkey. They sold a burnt turkey to her and she put it on her status of police came and arrested her in Ondo State. That's the police force. Police is supposed to be everywhere, collecting intelligence, movement of terrorists, prosecuting them, instead of prosecuting on behalf of people who have nonsense cases. So by the time we return our police to real policing, terrorism will reduce. By the time you reduce, where you get the Navy to stop escorting stolen crude, the waterways and the seaways will be safe. By the time you get the DSS to stop harassing people, husband and wife matter, rent matter, they'll be able to gather intelligence. By the time you get rid of Tinubu, you will get back your life. But as it is now, you have incompetent people everywhere. And these people are wicked, I'm telling you. Tinubu is wicked. His deputy vice president is wicked. Akpabio, who is barely alive, is wicked. Even when they are dying, they are wicked. So Nigerians must decide what you want to do with your lives. And if you decide early, we'll get our liberation even before election day. Because the moment they see that everybody has shifted, they know that it is them versus us. As I've always said, you don't have to wait till election day to be liberated. Election day is just one day in the calendar. We can decide today that these 10,000 people against 200 million of us, we don't want to see them again. We don't want them in our lives anymore. Let everybody just say that. Let them know wherever they go. Yeah? Let them see you in your mosque, in your churches, in your shrines. That you don't want Tinubu. Those of you who know how to pray, pray against them. Those of you who know how to put their name inside the shrine, put their name there. Tinubu must go. And you have a brand new country in a few days. I regret that we keep prolonging our liberation by debating whether INEC has a bad chairman or who is going to be INEC chairman. Only a bad person can be INEC chairman under Tinubu. Yes, it's impossible to have somebody who is good, who can work with Tinubu, because bad cannot work with good. Yes, it is the only way to go, Nigerians. I'm here to help you and help myself too, because I want to be free too. In fact, more than any one of you, I want to be free. I'm the only person that has 5 cases at the Federal High Court, criminal. 9. So I need the freedom faster than the rest of you. Yes, so I want to be able to move around at night and not be afraid of getting killed. I want your children to be able to go to school without being afraid that terrorists will come and kidnap them. I want to be able to travel from Abuja to the east in 4 hours and not be afraid that your entire vehicle will be kidnapped and the driver killed. I want you to be able to, live a quality of life that's acceptable, fundamentally. In the midst of all this conversation we are having, do you know what is painful? And I keep saying, Iran that America is bombing is living a better life than Nigeria that America is not bombing. That's so sad. And in the midst of it, we are now making money from oil. Crude oil has gone to 98. No, it's not reflecting in our lives. But if you go to Iran today, 1 liter of petrol is still cheaper than Nigeria's 1 liter. What on Iran? So what kind of country are we in? That's the question I want every one of you to challenge yourself about. And stop asking me questions. Do you have experience? When are you going to do this? Did you have a manifesto? The people that are governing you, do they have manifesto? Do they have experience? The only experience they have is to put you in poverty. Killing, stealing, and destruction. Yes. You know. So what are you going to do, Sowore, if you become president? 100 days. Why should you be giving people 100 days to perform when work starts on the day you are sworn in? Yes. Are there not things that the president of Nigeria can do without waiting for 100 days? Yeah, plenty of things. But when you put people there who don't even know what they are doing, they know that you are waiting for 100 days now, and they will go and print a calendar and say 100 days of achievement of President Tinubu. After 3 years, it will say go and buy glasses to see my achievements.
The Senate president said that 2 weeks after the election, that this will be
because they know that they are the ones who are causing the insecurity. That's why I tell you, Gumi is not foolish. Gumi said something that I can never forget. He said, there is no terrorist that is not known to the federal government. They have their phone numbers. So Akpabio knows them. Maybe they have called them and said, please, let there be terrorism until after the election. Because the terrorists also help them distract your attention from real socio-political issues. So he's telling you that his friends will go on vacation after 2 weeks after the election. They are friends. They are partners that are holding you to ransom. And how many times do they need to confess to you before you know? I'm just telling you now, they are trying Malami here in this federal air court for supporting terrorists. They have the evidence. UAE sent evidence. America sent evidence. Even we ourselves here, we know the terrorists when we see them. Most of you know your neighbors who are terrorists. We know those in government who are terrorists. And officially, political parties in this country have been declared as terrorist organizations in Canada. So what else do you want the world to tell you? That's why you're always waiting for America to come and save you. And America can't even save itself. And America cannot open just common Strait of Hormuz. So be waiting for them.
Yeah. Response to Chief of Staff Femi Adegboyega comments about catching apes.
I don't know why anybody is even in doubt. The reason, I said it before, that most of the people you see in ADC will still go back to APC. They are the same people. They planted people across the parties. So it's just calling on one of the operatives. It might even be a diversional tactics to make you be looking at the operative that is not the one that is going to destabilize the place. It's their party. There's nobody there that they don't know. These are people who are in the same WhatsApp group before. So when they lost out, they went to go and form another party. They didn't even form a party, I'm sorry. They went and rented another party. And now, like I said the last time, anybody who rents a party, if you pay the landlord, don't forget to pay the agent. Thank you very much.